Hi guys, so before I get into this video, I just want to announce that this week will be the last week of the Shanny Fanny series. So starting next Monday, the 15th? I don't know, whatever day next Monday is, I'm gonna be back to, well, I'm gonna let you know what I'm gonna do with my channel. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you Monday and I'll explain everything that I'm thinking. And my birds are murdering each other. Okay, let's get into the video. Hi Shanny Fannies, welcome to Educating Shanny. I'm Shanny and I'm recovering from an eating disorder. Hi Shanny, hi. So welcome to episode 6, I believe, of the Shanny Fanny series where I read your stories and we learn from your stories and we share our stories and I share my thoughts on your stories and all the stories of all the times of the places. If you'd like to send in your story, stay tuned till the end of this video and I will tell you how to do that. So let's just jump right in. Okay, so this first story is from someone named Katie, and Katie says, "Hey Shanny, hi. I have had anxiety and self-harmed all my life. The earliest was 3 years old. And I have hated my body since 2nd grade. In 6th grade, my mental health took a turn for the worse as I got bullied all the time. Kids would tell me to kill myself and that I was worthless and that I would be better off dead, etc. With that, my anxiety and self-harm got super bad, and I also developed depression and suicidal thoughts. I tried to suffocate myself on many occasions. Have I been covering my face that whole time? Sorry, I don't know how to film. Clearly. Okay, I changed schools in 7th grade and I got bullied, being called stupid, etc. And I didn't even finish that school year. The next year, 8th grade, I tried online school and one of my teachers would always tell me to stay after class and he would tell me how stupid I was and I had to try harder because I have the mental capacity of a retarded 3-year-old. That is horrible. I then started starving myself as punishment and now I barely eat at all. I started going to church and got closer to God, and that has been a big part of my recovery. I still barely eat and I have a lot of anxiety and just relapsed in cutting, but I'm getting better and that is all that matters. Much love, Katie." Well, Katie, first of all, what that guy said to you, that you have the mental capacity of an R-word 3-year-old, I hate that word. I hate the word retard or retarded. It's very offensive to a lot of people that I know, and so I hate even reading that word. But you were quoting it, I was quoting it, and that's like one of the most hurtful words in the dictionary in my opinion, so I'm sorry he called you that. And I'm also sorry that you have been bullied so often. It sounds like you're probably still pretty young. It sounds like you're probably still in junior high, maybe high school. All I have to say is that I'm very proud of you for trying to get help and for working on yourself, and also just for trying to be positive and look up and, you know, have faith and have hope that you will be okay. Why are they mating? Maybe they're mating. I don't know. Can you guys make me a baby? Thanks. Not one of you though. Not that I don't love you. Just I've got enough of you. Anyway, I'm just proud of you you should be proud of yourself for reaching out, telling us your story. All I can say is that it sounds like you've got it all figured out. It sounds like you know what you need to do. And I'm proud of you for reaching out to God. You know that I personally believe in God, and I believe that healing takes God or a higher power in general, something that you can believe in that's stronger than you in order to get better. And so I'm really proud of you for that. And just know that even if you have these relapses and you have these hard times, it doesn't mean you have to give up. As soon as you give up, it's going to make everything a billion times harder. Like, if you can just have that attitude from now on and keep it, that's like, okay, I messed up, but that doesn't mean I'm giving up, and that doesn't mean it's over. That just means I messed up and I get to try again, and I'm going to try again. So as long as you keep trying, try again, try again, try again, because as we all know, my whole life and everything you've seen on my videos, I fail and then I try again, and I get knocked down and then I try again, and then I relapse and then I try again. I'll never ever give up. I absolutely refuse to give up, and it sounds like you refuse to give up too, so I'm very proud of you for that. I'm so sorry you went through all that, and I'm sorry that you're still going through some of it. Just know that any mean thing that any bully ever said to you is absolutely untrue, and it absolutely doesn't even have anything to do with you. It has to do with them, and who knows what's going on in their life that they feel like they need to bring others down. So just remember those things, and you sound like you've got a good, strong head on your shoulders. So I think you're gonna go far. I believe in you, and you're gonna be able to do whatever you want, because you can. I love you. Okay, this next one is from Aubrey, and Aubrey says, "Hi Shanny, hi. So I've tried to write this message over 1,000 times, but nothing ever really feels right. I want my story out there for people to know that they aren't alone in the world, but I just can't seem to word it right. So here we go. When I was about 4, I was molested by one of my friend's dads. That was so heartbreaking for me, but I've learned to cope since. Well, it happened when I was a child, and I really don't have a memory of it. When I was 11, my life just seemed to be going downhill. Nothing I did ever seemed right. Around the same time, my best friend moved away. Her and I hardly talk anymore, and it really feels like she is giving up on me. Also, when I was 11, my dad killed himself. That took me off guard. Sorry. I'm so sorry, babe. I'm so sorry. I never thought I would lose him, but I did. 2 years ago, he died. Now I'm 13, and I've been self-harming for about a year now. Nothing really helps. That the 7th was the anniversary of my dad's death, and also the day that I was broken up with. Things just keep falling apart, because all my mom does is ignore me, and breaks my heart to know, and it breaks my heart to know I'm unwanted by my own mother. And I guess now I found something else to control, and that's eating. I've gone 3 full days without eating anything and only chew gum and drinking water. My life is still a mess, and I have a notebook full of songs that are the last words I guess I would ever want to speak. After I finished the notebook, my intention was to kill myself. I found your channel in the hardest time of my life, and I can proudly say your videos have helped me so much, you have no idea. Music helps me, but sometimes I listen to the wrong kind of stuff in the wrong moment. With your videos, I found one and instantly feel as if I'm safe, and just for a short amount of time, I'm truly happy. Thank you for everything, Shanny. You're a huge inspiration for me to recover and be at my best. Keep going and stay strong, because if I can do it, I know you can do it too." Aubrey, holy snot balls. I'm so sorry about everything you've been through and everything you're still going through. You're really like striking me as where I was when I was your age. Like as far as like, I was ready and I was like waiting for the time to come, I guess, for me to kill myself. I don't know. And I would like plan it in my head, and obviously I would struggle with self-harm and eating disorders and stuff. And I just wish so bad that I could go back and talk to that little 13-year-old girl, but I'm going to choose to talk to you instead, because you're where I wish I would have had somebody. You're where I wish I would have had somebody that had experienced what I'm going through, except much older, and have gone through other ages and phases of life and stuff and dealt with it during those phases. So like, I want you to almost, that sounds creepy. I was gonna say like, pretend like you're me when I was 13, but also just know that like, I feel like I'm talking to my 13-year-old self when I talk to you. And I don't know why, I just feel like we were very similar when I was your age. And all I can tell you is that I know for a fact that it does get better. It's something that you can decide, I guess, and work extra hard to make sure that you don't fall into that. Whatever you do, just please don't ever actually, attempt. I know that you have those thoughts, because I have those thoughts every day, all day, still. For my whole life, I've had suicidal thoughts. But I also know that I cannot take my life. Just know, however, that you're amazing because your dad committed suicide. No, that doesn't make you amazing. That's not what I meant. But what I'm about to say makes you amazing. The fact that you are fighting and talking and reaching out and talking to people, even if it's just us on the internet, you're reaching out somehow and you're getting out these painful feelings, as opposed to other people who might have lost a parent at 11 years old a lot of them would just, internalize it and just completely give up and kill themselves, or they'll treat others badly because they don't know what to do with the horrible feelings that come from what happened to you. That's so traumatic. And I'm so sorry that happened. And I'm just proud of you because I can tell that you're stronger than that, and you're strong enough to be like, okay, this happened and this happened. Oh, and then this and this and this and this. Oh, and then that other thing. Oh, and then I'm also feeling this. And then I've also got these problems. And you're gonna come out and be like a superhero where you're like, wait, what can I do to save myself? Because saving myself, that would make me a superhero. Saving others, that will make you a superhero. And maybe someday you're going to be able to use this pain that you've been through to help other people like I do. Or maybe even right now you can. Who knows? My point is, do not give up. Stick with it. I'm proud of you, and I'm so effing sorry that you had to go through all of that. It's not fair. And remember that if you're being bullied, if you're still being bullied, I know it doesn't excuse it, but let it be a peace of mind to think that hurt people hurt people. Those people that are bullying you are probably being bullied themselves, either at school or at home, or they bully themselves. I mean, that's usually what happens when someone bullies you. That bully is usually going through something really hard. So do your best. I know it's hard, but do your best to not take it personally, because it's clearly their own issue, But anyway, I'm proud of you. Thank you for sending in your story. I believe in you. You're going to get through this. You're going to do great things, and you can do whatever you want. I promise you can. And you're still young, so you can really, really attack this hard right now, and don't let it go any further, because you do not want to end up where I am, trust me. But I love you and I believe you, and thank you for sending in your story. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, so this next girl would like to be remained anonymous, and so I'm going to name her Bethany. Bethany says, "Hi, Shanny, hi." She actually said, "Hi, Shanny, hi. Please keep this anonymous. Growing up, my parents were divorced due to my dad being abusive. When I was 4 years old, my cousin molested me, and when my mom found out, we just moved away because his dad threatened to kill us if we did anything. Until the age of 6, I had 2 siblings and an older brother and an older sister. My older brother was autistic and very crazy growing up, and scary, as he would hurt my dogs and us, as there wasn't much we could do in response. When I turned 6, my mom married my stepdad, and they were also fighting and screaming all the time. And at that time, my older brother began touching me. Oh, honey. First, it started when I'd just be going up the stairs, and then I'd wake up in the night with his hand down my pants. It went on until I was around 11 years old. I never told anyone until the end of my freshman year a few years ago, which my mom tells me he is the victim because he couldn't help himself because of his autism, and she tells me to forgive. My grandma lived with us my entire life, and she died when I was 13. It broke my heart. I'm so sorry. We moved away from where I had been living for the past 5 years, and I had no friends, and I began to get bullied in 8th grade. By my freshman year, I was very depressed and suicidal. I attempted suicide countless times and began self-harming and starving myself and working out at night to lose weight. I became obsessed. When my mom found out, I had to start eating, so I started purging, which went on for a while. I also grew up in a very Christian home. However, I'm gay. I hope you're okay with that. Why would I not be okay with that? Anyway. And I hear homophobic comments from my family every day. They're going to hate me so much one day, more than they already do. I've been doing pretty good with the self-harm and eating disorder, but tonight I relapsed, and I am very ashamed. I have a hard time with my family because of what happened with my brother, because my mom is very verbally abusive, yet adores the kids she had with my stepdad. I guess they were the kids she really wanted. Oh, honey. And we have different belief systems, and they do not support me. I'm trying very hard to be happy and pour myself into things I love, but lately I've been having that Ed voice come back stronger, and I don't know how to turn it off. And I don't want to ask for help again. There's more to my story, but I wanted to keep it semi-vague for the sake of your time. Thanks, babe. Thank you for reading. I love your content. It makes me feel less alone. Keep doing what you do. Oh, thank you so much. What did I name you? Bethany. Thank you, Bethany. Holy snot. I'm so mad for you. I hate that. No one should ever, ever justify sexual abuse. It's not like I get it that sometimes people are mentally not there and they don't know what they're doing, and they're not aware of like what's right and what's wrong sometimes. Like, I'm sure your brother went through that a lot, but that does not mean that you were not hurt. Just because he didn't know how wrong it was didn't make it less wrong. That was just him that didn't know, maybe. And that was your mom that chose to blame it on that and shut you up and not talk about it. That's not okay. You're allowed to feel. If anyone ever pains you, if anyone ever touches you, if anyone ever violates you in any way, you have every right in the world to be upset about it and to go through your own process of forgiving if you'd like, or just letting it go, or moving on, or using it in your life to better yourself, just whatever. So that's not okay that she seemed to just kind of dismiss it like that. That's not okay, and I'm sorry she did that. And I'm so sorry that happened. Of course, I'm okay with you being gay. I am the least judgmental person on earth. But I get what you mean, because it's hard to grow up in a Christian family and not feel judged about being gay. Like, I get it, and I'm just really proud of you. Yeah, I love you. I love you. What makes me love you, what makes me love everyone, is their heart and the good things they do and the nice things they say and things like that. But it's just so hard when I see other people around me being judged by their families for being gay, or they'll also be shut up if they try and talk openly about what happened to them. Like, I know so many people that have gone through similar things to you, and it just makes me sad. It makes me so sad. Like, that's not family, and that's not parenting. And I'm sure your mom isn't like a horrible person, but that's just really not okay in my mind. So I'm sorry that happened to you. But you were saying, I don't want to ask for help again. I just would reconsider that, because I've been there too. I've been there recently where I didn't want to ask for help, but I did just to make others happy, and then I didn't again, and then I stayed away from help again, and then I tried another one, and then I kind of veered away from that, and then I tried another one. And it's like, just don't give up. Like I was saying before, the story before this, don't give up is what's important. Don't just quit. Don't just be done just because you're done in the moment. Don't let that mean that you're done trying, and you're done asking for help, and you're done reaching out. You can get a therapist, and you can do it online if you want, so you don't have to like leave the house. And if your mom doesn't want you to do that, she freaking won't even know, because you can just do it in your bedroom on your computer and talk to a therapist online. Or maybe you should tell her that you need help, and that's why you're struggling so much, and that's why you've got these things going on, and try and get her to understand it a little bit better. And I'm sorry that you feel lesser than your half siblings. That's really sad and not okay, and I'm sorry for that. Like, that's not right, and I've heard stories like that a lot, and it just makes me so sad. However, I know that your mom loves you. I know that your family loves you. If she didn't, you'd be out on the street. If she didn't want to try with you and try loving and try helping, even if she's like a total bitch about it, she's your mother. And if you're living under her roof and she's feeding you and clothing you and stuff, then I'm sure she does care about you at least a little, and I'm sure she cares about you even more than that. But that does not make it okay the things that she told to you and did to you. Nor does it make it okay what your brother did to you just because he was mentally handicapped. That's not okay. That's not okay. It should have been taught to him at least, or brought up in the family or something. Honestly, I'm proud of you, and I hope that you will seek some help again, even if you really don't want to ask for help. Remember, there's other resources. You don't have to go through your parents. You can even ask someone at school, like a school counselor, and they can help set you up with something. Just don't give up is all I'm begging you to do. But thank you for sharing your story and encouraging us to not give up either. I know this was probably really, really hard for you to share, so I'm really proud of you, and that's kind of the first step to your freedom, is sharing these things. So I'm super proud of you. I love you so much. Okay, guys, I think that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow again for another one of these, and I will do it until Friday, I believe, and then next Monday I will be back. as me, and I will tell you the plan and we'll go from there. So if you'd like to send me your story, please send it to either Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and those are in order of where I'm most likely to find them. I will link all 3 of those below and you can check them out. And that's it. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. And remember forever and always that you're beautiful, you're worth it, and I am too. Thank you for watching. Bye!